Hi, I'm Mike from the Bruce County Public Library, and today on Builders Club, what I'd like to do with you is build a house of cards. You may have heard of this before. It's something anyone can do who has a deck of cards at home. And the general idea, of course, is to build a stack of cards in a shape something like this. It may not be perfect, but you get the idea. So we'll build up a couple of cards, put a roof across, and keep going layer by layer. I'll demonstrate, don't worry. First, I'd like you to think about this shape. Count how many triangles you can see here. It's a bit of a trick question. There are a couple hiding inside. But if you can draw it out 3 levels high, made all the triangles, 3 triangles across the base, you can think about it. And at the end, we'll give an answer. We'll work it through it together. But trying to build that shape with that thought in mind, what you need is a deck of cards, a table that's nice and steady. You don't want something that's too wiggly because these don't stay up very easily. And a mat like this, a piece of cloth, an old pillowcase. It's got to be smooth, so it could be a placemat or something, but it needs to be fabric and smooth, not anything ripply. What you don't want is just the surface of the table. If I have 2 cards standing like this on my mat, they stand quite easily. But if they go on this smooth table, the bottoms slide out. So something with a little grip. It doesn't need a lot, but even a t-shirt laid out would do. So you need to take your cards, and as I was just showing, stand 2 up, leaned against each other, like that. If you have somebody watching you, it's important that they're not leaning on the table or breathing too hard, because things fall apart very easily. I don't know if you've heard the expression, falling over like a house of cards, but it doesn't take much, and once you get one built quite tall, they collapse like crazy. It's a little bit like dominoes. Once they start to go, they all go down. So build 2 little triangles like this, side by side. You can support them a bit by holding the tops, but what holds them together is just a little bit of weight from another card across the top. Now, what you want to do is have the bases about the same distance apart on each triangle so that the tops are about the same. That way, they won't flop over too easily, and each level will be level across, straight across. If you get another little triangle next to those, put another one across that connects the first level, the first 2 triangles, to the next. This surface will form the base of your next 2 triangles. This can be a bit tricky, but you can line up the 2 cards, the base of each card with the point of the card below it. Now here, the cards are a little bit slippery because this is a pretty new deck of cards, and it starts to get kind of fiddly, but I challenge you to do this nonetheless. There we go. See, frustrating, but if you have a really good helper, a really good teammate, and you can work together, you can try to build a house of cards with 2 people, but it is very difficult to coordinate your efforts. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'll just try to get these up and put another platform across them, but these are pretty slippery. How are you doing with yours? If you haven't yet, you've probably got time right now to go get a deck of cards and start trying on your own. Have you had any luck thinking about how many triangles are in that puzzle that I showed you? Oh, it went down like a house of cards. Since I just asked, let's try counting the triangles on the inside. We have 1, 2, 3 right side up triangles, but don't forget there are 2 here that are upside down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this level. 6, 7, 8 on this level, and 9 on the top level. That's 9 triangles, but there is some more hiding inside here. Think about these lines. See if you can make another triangle using your mind. And we'll get back to that. So I wish I had stickier cards. The ones at the base are sort of easy to stand up. Now I've noticed something. If I have the cards farther apart at the base, they slip more easily. So I'm going to keep these ones a little bit tighter together. And maybe I can get a little higher with my next level. And remember, you can hold them if you have your fingers on the tops. You can even slide the base back and forth a little once it's supported. Triangles are used a lot in construction as bracing in buildings. It is one of the strongest shapes, simple shapes available to us in building anything really. And it comes up a lot in nature. Although straight lines and perfect circles and things don't happen much in nature, we do see a lot of triangles, things braced against others. It's an extremely simple shape and can be very strong. So I've rebuilt my first level, coming up to my second. This time a little bit closer together. You might have steadier hands than I. If you do, that'll help. Almost standing. If I can do a little trick here. It's important not to press down too hard because you can actually squish a card. If it bends, the triangles will come apart. Small hands are steady and nimble. Bigger hands let you spread across more. Let's see if I can do this. I'll build a level down here and then pick it up. I wish I could see you guys trying too. This is a challenge that takes a lot of patience and concentration. Level 2. I'm going to breathe that way. Try not to breathe on the deck of cards. It's a little exciting. I don't want to lean on the table or shuffle my feet because I will knock this thing down. Let's see if I can get one more standing. Voila! It is done. This is as high as I'm going to go for the video, but if you're doing this at home and you find you have a knack for it, you can start building another layer beside. And notice that for each layer, if we add one here, one here, one here, we put one more up top. And it goes down pretty easily, so you have to be careful. But if you build up one side all along, you can get pretty high if you're lucky and you have good, steady hands. Well, think about this again. Did you see any triangles inside, hiding? There are 3 more triangles. We found 9 so far, counting all the small ones. But look here, you'll see 1, 2, 3 hiding inside. So 9 plus 3, 12. And one more large triangle, the whole outside of the shape. And that makes 13. How many of you got to 13 when you first looked at this? It's a little bit tricky. If you look in some puzzle books or online, you can find all kinds of different triangle puzzles. If you add one more layer to this, I wonder how many you'll get there. So there you have it. House of Cards is a simple game that you can play, but it can take quite a long time. And if you get quite good at it, you'll be amazed at what a structure you can create. It takes patience, and if you have somebody else around, it can take quite a lot of understanding. Not everyone can hold their excitement, and often observers jiggle your table. It's important that you remember it's just a game. Thank you for joining me today, and good building. I hope you enjoyed the House of Cards Builders Club activity, and I hope you join us again for another Builders Club. In the meantime, I suggest that you stop by your local branch of the Bruce County Public Library. You can check out books on construction crafts, things you can build at home using materials from around your home. It's a handy way to empty the recycle bin too. We also have books about ancient structures, pyramids, bridges, modern construction, all kinds of different building shapes, and even Stone Age construction. Some of these are fun. Lots of this is about geometry, the mathematics of shapes. And we even have some puzzle books that will show you a few other things, like this triangle puzzle we did together. Thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again. I'll get back to this.